They could just went out there and told them just throw strikes.
Yeah, 3-0 game.
I mean,
definitely not in any danger. This one popped up on the infield toward the first base side. Oster makes the catch near the first base line for out number 2.
I think that's what, when out throw strikes, make them hit it. I mean, is that correct? We still only have one hit?
That still stands,
if you're the coach, look, you throw strikes, they have one hit right now. I know they're up 3-0, but it's,
it's been walks and fastballs and one hit batter to this point. 4 walks.
Make us hit it.
And the Cats, when they have hit it high in the air. Been easy outs to this point as there's 2 down, runner still at third, and that's John Clifton after the leadoff walk to Griffith. That one sneaks in between the legs of the catcher, Spencer, and scoring without even sliding there was John Clifton. It's 4-0 Cats, as it looked like Spencer had it blocked up, but it snuck through and went to the backstop, and Clifton, after a late jump, because I think he thought what everyone thought, that it got blocked, but it went through. And the Cats lead.
And he didn't have a big lead at all.
4-0 now. And that's another unearned run. This one grounded up the middle and through into center field. Coming over was Mounds trying to get there, but he couldn't quite get a glove on it. And a 2-out single for Nolan Haas. He's 1 for 1 on the afternoon. He was hit by a pitch earlier. Haas says, we didn't even have to have the pass ball. I could have got an RBI there. 2-out single and second hit of the afternoon for the Bearcats.
Took his RBI off the board.
Sort of stole one from him. Do have some action in the Bearcat bullpen, but they've been known to get up and just throw over there before we put too much emphasis on it. That one misses inside, 1-0, and Coach Daniels also will use sort of a platoon swap for pitchers. Also, he likes to mix up guys. Of course, Dixon's done. He can't pitch today. But here's a ground ball towards short. Wimmer backhands. Throws across, not in time to get Mouse as he's quick. Quick as a mouse. Gets over there and beats it out for an infield single, I believe, and they will rule it a hit. And it's the third hit of the afternoon for the Cats. Just Wimmer took too much time there collecting himself.
He waited back on the ball.
Courtesy runner number 5, John Malumba.
Now John Malumba will make an appearance as the courtesy runner for Mouse.
Well, with the pitch count, it's kind of like how long do you leave Zach in there?
Yeah, because you got another game this week. You got Marion coming up. As this one's high in the air. Bradley pops it up down the third baseline. We'll see what Klein does with it. And he drops it, trying to score. The throw is in time, and they get the out at the plate. They're able to get Haas on his way to home plate. After the pop-up was dropped by Klein, he whips it over to Spencer, and he applies the tag, so it'll go as an E5 with a put-out that goes 5-2.
2, yeah.
So an odd sequence there. The Cats can't quite steal an extra run, but they get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on base as we head to the top of the 4th inning. It's 4-0 Bearcats with the advantage over the Graham G-Men. Again, you have another half inning to tweet us in a question or a comment for tonight's broadcast for our shout-out inning. You can send in a question for Coach Sidnor, which you also already have one, so send them in. We'll put him on the hot seat here this afternoon. We finally got him cornered for a baseball game. So,
and the one that's been sent in is a really good one. I like it.
Yep, so if you can match that one, tweet us at VHS Bearcat Radio and send in Coach Sidnor a question. Or if you want to make fun of Mark Carr for missing the broadcast tonight, you can do that as well.
The interesting thing about that, he's a UT fan.
That's right.
But
he's in Vandy today.
Yeah,
out his
UT fan. So if we have any UT fans listening, a fellow UT fan was in Vandy.
Yeah, in Nashville, so definitely not quite Mark's place. Not his tin of – it has no tin of orange, so I don't know why I said that. But
would you think he would wear a UT shirt to Vandy?
Oh, he's that kind of guy. You know he would. Even though they beat him in football the last 3 of the last 4 years or something like that. But we won't tell Mark that one, will we?
Hopefully he's listening. I
hope he is.
I kind of want to get a message or something from him.
And I was looking real quick at some scores around the major leagues and around basketball tonight. You know, the NBA, Toronto and Cleveland getting things going.
Go
just
Toronto.
A few minutes ago. Me too, that's what I'm saying.
Beat LeBron.
I'm so tired of hearing about LeBron, but I know a lot of people love LeBron, but
I don't.
You're unabashedly opposed. Miller leads off the inning and fouls the first one off, and it's 0-1. It's 4, 5, and 6 for Graham, Miller, Klein, and Oster. Miller flew out to center his last time as Griffith works. A big breaking ball missed inside by a hair, and it's 1-1.
Yeah. Maybe this is a sign because Graham, similar to Cleveland Cavaliers uniforms there, got the kind of like that maroon and gold or yellow.
Fastball chased high, and it's 1-2.
So maybe this is signs of what's going to come tonight.
A 1-2 count. I was disappointed the Thunder got thrown out in 7 against the Jazz. This one's popped foul.
Can't win with Russ. He'll get you triple doubles, but he's not going to get you wins.
Yeah, once playoff time comes around, it's kind of a trend, isn't it? 1-2 count to the leadoff man, and this one's strike 3, knee high.
He's on a roll. That's 7.
That's 3 strikeouts in a row, and now 7 on the afternoon for Griffith.
Coach Daniels going to the mound. I guess you're going to see. That's why I said, how long do you keep him in?
Yeah, they're going to turn to John Clifton. So what a night for Zach Griffith.
7 Ks and what?
3 1/3, gave up just 1 hit, no runs, walked 1, struck out 7. So he struck out. He struck out 7 of the 13 batters he faced. So almost half of the batters that he's faced.
Oh, you're going by the
overall, yeah.
I was going to go by the outs.
Oh, out wise, he got 7.
Yeah.
All right. 7 of the 10 outs were strikeouts by Griffith. I'm not a good math person. Mark will tell you that.
I was going to say 7 out of 10.
Moving the shortstop number 18, Zach Griffith. And now
that's impressive. But as a player, but as an infielder, outfielder right there, you get bored.
Yeah, but you love it after you get a guy on there that's pumping strikes. You're coming back in the. Zach Griffith will move to short, so his night is not completely over.
But you go to, hey, how about you let him get a few? Let him hit a few balls to us.
Yeah, give us a little bit of action, right? So John Clifton is going to come out here and pitch for the Bearcats, number 23. Clifton is a sophomore, right-handed pitcher. We saw him a little bit in basketball season. He came along under Coach Raznick in the post. So what a night for Zach Griffith. 3.1 innings pitched. And he struck out 7, and that equated to 7 outs of the 10 he got. As he'll move out to short. And I assume Bradley is now out of the game, and now they'll move Clifton into the 8 spot. He'll be hitting there. I don't think they announced any other changes. It's not quite as complicated as softball is to keep up with. I know whenever we do those games, they re-enter and, get a lot of complications. Baseball, it's a little bit more straightforward. I think you can still, you can still pinch run and bring them back in, but that's kind of the fun thing about Major League Baseball. It's so you take him out, he's done.
It's done. Well, softball also they pitch like the same pitcher like every game.
Yeah, it doesn't have the wear and tear on your arm, does it? So it makes it a little easier as Clifton throwing his final warm-up pitches now comes on to the mound, and he'll face Cole Klein, the number 5 hitter, then John Oster. There's nobody on and 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. So Zach Griffith, easy night's work for him. At least he made it look easy on the mound. His first pitch misses low. It's 1-0 from Clifton. This is really good, too, because you get these younger guys some experience in district play, and it's a 4-0 game. It's not not out of reach by any means.
Because you're going to need them down the stretch.
That one missed outside, 2-0.
You're going to need these extra arms. So it's a good decision here.
Plus, you got another game this week. I guess they'll probably try to go Griffith there. As this one's hit hard on the line right by Griffith. He tried to get to it, and it gets into center field for a single. Hard hit ball by Graham, and that's their second hit of the afternoon. Leadoff hit. So both their hits this afternoon have been the first at bat against a pitcher who was thrown to their first batter.
First baseman number 14,
I didn't know how to word that because it wasn't technically a leadoff hitter, but hopefully it made sense.
Yeah, I got you.
You got me. Maybe the listeners got me. The first batter that he.
I mean, for a second there, I forgot that he did get that strikeout. So
this one waved at and missed, and it's 0-1.
But you know, if like right now, if you're Graham, if the kid at first has a little bit of speed, send him.
Make him
throw him out in a second.
The 0-1 lifted towards center right at Jamie Lathrop. Takes a couple of steps back, and he makes a grab in straightaway center for out number 2.
Now, the only thing that I will say, they're stroking the ball right now. They're hitting it right at guys, but the
last 2 batters.
They're hitting it hard.
As Colton Wimmer will come to the plate. Wimmer grounded out to third base his last time up to Haas. Runner at first base, 2 down, is Clifton. The righty is working in his first inning. I believe we saw Clifton earlier this year. I can't remember which game it was, but I can look back. Pitch on the way. This one fouled straight back, and it's 0-1.
2 outs, you're down 4-0. Send the guy on first.
We saw Clifton against Abingdon. He went 1 in and gave up a hit. That's it. So Clifton put in some good work there against a really talented Abingdon team. It's an 0-1 count as John works exclusively from the stretch here. This one reached and tapped off the end of the bat foul, 0-2. So we had the joke segment last time instead of the shout-out inning, and you were making fun of Mark for even some of the jokes he was attempting. I don't even remember them. They were so unmemorable.
I don't remember. But he was talking about, those jokes that are just, I guess, so corny that you have to laugh.
Is popped up, and Austin Davidson takes care of it. Didn't have to move for out number 3. P4 there in the scorebook. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. John Clifton into the game for the Cats. Gives up 1 hit, but gets through the inning. As what a night it was for Zach Griffith. I'm sure we'll be talking about it later on. Cats still lead 4-0. 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the G-Man, and it's time for the shout-out inning here on Bearcat Radio, and looks like we only still have 1 shout-out, so you're not going to be too far. We're not going to put you on too big of a hot seat here.
But it's a good one.
Yeah, Andy Carroll tweets in, did Coach Sidnor wear the same clothes throughout basketball season like he did during football season? And she put the hashtag superstitious, and I think everyone knows your superstition here.
Very.
So
I did. For wins, I would wear like the same shirt, same sweatshirt or something. I would wear the same one to the next game, and then if we lost, I would change it. But the last, I can't say this, the last thing I do remember wearing was we beat Ridgeview over at UVA Wise, and I had our orange Bearcats football shirt on with gray shorts, and I wore the same exact outfit when we played Central, and it didn't work out too well. But again, I do it's the same thing. Whatever brings wins, whatever gets us wins. I'll try anything.
You definitely, football season, people who don't know you very well, you wear shorts sometimes.
Shorts, khakis.
Not afraid?
Gotta have the shorts. And, and we would go into Friday with the game plan of wearing a certain outfit, and then the coaches would switch it on me. And a couple games they switched. Hopefully they're listening. We lost. Just
so
throwing it out
there.
Together. Just
so
throwing it out there.
Do you try to dress everybody? You try to dress Coach Christ? Or
I just like to have a plan. I like to have, this is what we're going to wear and stick with it. And then they give me a curveball on Friday, and it never seems to work out for us.
So they need to get that on tap as this one's grounded hard off the bat of Jamie Lathrop into center or into right center for a base hit. Actually an E4. They'll rule that an error on the second base. That was a hard hit ball.
Yeah, that's tough there. I mean, I think he should have made the play.
It's the second error.
I would have gave Jamie a hit, but I think I would have done that because he's a quarterback. But still,
you're slightly leaning towards him. But That's 2 errors in the ball game and a leadoff error here, and that's 3 straight innings